Hey everyone, here's little man. He's getting bigger, but right now he just got through eating, and Disney's not. Yeah, I know. Disney's not. She gotta go do her business. Here, take care of it. So, sorry. It's October the 6th, Thursday. Guess what day it is in my world? Whoops. There, get you away from the TV. Cat hair. Thursday, trivia night. Welcome to More Than This with DEMARIS. Little man's doing good. Had a little congestion. I got a little kitty heater pad. It's for little animals and stuff. So I put it in his little night box, and he slept so good last night. He was nice and cozy, and when I got up this morning, he was sitting up looking. I make sure he's nice and warm now, but his congestion is better, so I'm happy about that. Been trying to think about what to talk to y'all about, and well, we're going to talk about death. Is there such a thing as death? You know, anytime I do a read for somebody, one of the most important things that they want me to let people know is they're around. And I know it's so cliche when you're doing readings, but when you bring in the deceased, they do. They want you to know that, hey, I've been hanging out with you for a while. And death is real of the body, but death is not real of the soul. And when my mom was going through dementia, she was afraid of it. She was so afraid that she was going to go to hell. And I would explain to her, Mom, you can go there, you can have a house that you want, your dogs are going to be there waiting for you. You're going to love it. I mean, there is no hell that you'll be going to. I told her that she'll be having to go through a life review, and I said, you'll see the beautiful things you've done, and I said, we have to kind of go through some of the crap we did that made other people feel bad. So sometimes she accepted it, but you know, with dementia, I know she grasped the concept of it, and at times she really liked what I was telling her, and other times she'd just tell me to shut up and quit talking to her. So towards the end, she asked me one day, am I dying? And I said, in a way, I said, you're going to leave me, but you're going to be okay. Dad's coming to get you. He's already here coming to get you. And I said, you're not going to be by yourself. And Nano's going to be there, and your dogs are going to be there, and your javelinas are going to be there. And my javelinas? And I'm like, yeah, she had pet javelinas. And the day after she passed away, I heard it clear as day. It's exactly how you described it. And that was such a relief for me. And I want y'all to know that no matter what your loved one's going through right now, and you know it's just a matter of time, and you may have experienced a lot of death in your life, or a lot of loss in your life, I should say, and it never gets easier. In fact, with my mom, she was the last one in my family, and plus she and I were really close. We were all we had for years, and that was the hardest, absolute hardest on me. But it was welcome, because her poor mind and poor body, well, her mind, well, and her body just wasn't her anymore. they say dementia is a long goodbye, and it was. It was.
When they pass over, they're fine, but we're a mess. It's us that feel that death part. It's us that are back here experiencing the loss and the emptiness of not having them around. And I'm sorry. And even though my mom comes here to see me, and my grandmother and my grandfather, um, it was my sister died when she was 35, 37, and it was rough. That was extremely hard. And then a few years later, my brother passed away from complications from a motorcycle wreck. And I didn't know if my mom was going to live through losing another kid, but, luckily, um, my mom had gone through breast cancer, colon cancer afterwards. But, during the process of the 7 years my brother was in nursing homes and stuff, um, the universe made it easier on her to let him go. So by the time he passed over, she was okay with that. And then and my grandmother, which my mother said she could never live without, and that made it watching her get to the point. Well, she was almost 101 years old. She died a month shy of 101 years old. So she had a great life, and she said, "I'm done. I'm out. I'm out of here." And that's what she told me. That she said, "I'm no need to live to 102. I'm good." So she passed on, and my mom was okay with it. Of course, she felt, she missed her mom, especially when she had dementia. And then 2 years after that, my stepdad, who raised me, he was like a real father. Well, before that, my real father passed. And then my stepdad. And so it was just mom and me from 2013 to last year. And I didn't know how I was going to handle my mom's loss of her. I figured she'd be like my grandmother and live forever, which I knew was going to be a challenge because my mom was a horse of a different color and was challenging. But then dementia set in, and it made that long goodbye easy. But know they're with you. I mean, I know my mom's working for me on the other side. And your loved ones are too. We're the ones left with the grief. And I want to tell you that it is okay. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to feel that pain, that loss, that love. They were here guaranteed most of the time. I know we've all have that family member, that parent that wasn't that great. And my mom healed. We healed at the end. When my real father passed away, as much as I loved him, it was a relief because of how he made me feel. And we just grieve. And I didn't have a chance to grieve. From my sister on, I really never had a chance to grieve because I was that kid. I was a baby. My sister was 9 years older. My brother was 11 years older, and I was a baby, but I was also the strength for my mom. My mom kind of had a fragile psyche sometimes, and I had to help fight her to stick around. And don't forget, you know, there's me. I need you. And so we're left with that grief. And with my mom, I think it took every single one of them from the past to where I grieved all at once with that one person, my last person, the one that, well, she just been in my life since my life. So it's okay. But just know, no matter how they go, whether it's for entertainment purposes only, the S word, or if it's tragic, or if it's a disease, they go to the other side. I have talked to a couple deceased S words, and they're fine. They're happy. They're like, it was a stupid thing, but here I am. So they don't go to hell. You know, if the, in fact, I don't even get to talk to a lower vibrational level type people. They don't come in. And they just don't come in. So I'm not worried about that. So when I do get to talk to your loved ones and stuff, and they come to me, they're over there and they're fine. I mean, they realize they've left you in a mess, and they're sorry. They're sorry for that pain, but they know that's also a part of living, is recycling ourselves. We go over, we learn some more karmic lessons over there, come back and learn some more karmic lessons, and whether they're good or bad or whatever it is that we're supposed to do to sit there and get ourselves to where we need to be in a higher vibrational level. And forgive me for being emotional. It happens. I have days, not often, thank God. I'm blaming it on Mercury retrograde. I don't think it's happening right now, but I blame it on that anyway. I just want y'all to know that whether you had a rough childhood and it's an abusive parent that has crossed over, they're not that abusive parent over there. They know what they did. They know how they affected you. And they're sorry for it. And when they come back over, they may lived as the abused, or they may come back in and help abused children. You know, but what they're there in light and love over there. Okay, guys? I mean, they are in light and love. And we're left to hold that empty bag, and we just got to sit there, whether it takes you. I always said I'm not the person that I don't grieve like normal people because I know what's going on, but I do. I still do. It's been a year, a little over a year. So it'll get easier for you as it'll get easier for me. And like I said, they're around. Excuse me for a second. They're around us. It's not the same, but it should give you some comfort. Excuse me again. To know that they love you so much, they're not going to just leave us hanging. You know, they're going to be a part of our lives. I kind of spoke to a friend who lost her brother in a tragic situation, and their mom, and I told her, it's like, they do come and visit you. You know that, though, don't you? And she was telling me how they show each of themselves in different ways. So she's aware of that. So grieve. Don't let anybody tell you you need to get over it, or it's going to be okay, or they're tired of hearing about it, or whatever. Whatever's, if anybody is saying anything to you like that, you know what? Just tell them to go about their business and let you have your moment, because we got to have that. We've got to have that. I don't think if we, I think if we just went on and didn't feel anything, then that wouldn't be a lesson for us, would it? And I mean, I have a friend who, she's getting better, and it's been many years since her mom passed, and I love this friend of mine very deeply and dearly. She grieves over her mom on her mom's birthday. She grieves on, over certain holidays and situations kind of trigger her a little bit. And the last thing I would ever do would be to tell her that she needs to quit. Get over it. It just takes time. And if it takes you a week, a month, 10 years, you lost a spouse or a partner or an animal, or and animals, man, those get me. Right after my mom had died, 2 months later to the day, her dog passed away. And then right after that, my boxer passed away. I just said, no more. I'm done for a minute. Just give me a breath. Give me a breath. Give me a break. But just talk to people. It's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay. Because it's what makes us human. No matter how spiritual we are, we all have beautiful souls, and we have to sit there and let people know it every now and then. Because I can come off kind of as a hard ass sometimes. So, here's my weak spot. Please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell, and I promise next time I talk to you, I won't be a crybaby. But just know I love you too, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.